Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. Gen Z, they're redefining credit card use. They're actually smart about maximizing awards and cashing in on points. However, they have a ton of debt. So joining us right now is Jennifer Streaks. She's the senior personal finance reporter for Business Insider. So we got the good experts here. Jennifer, welcome back to the show. They say Gen Z has some of the highest levels of credit card debt. What's behind this trend?
I thought at one point it was a lot of revenge shopping and revenge traveling due to COVID.
Yeah.
But now I'm really starting to think that it's lifestyle creep in terms of inflation, higher prices on everything, and just being able to afford their daily lives.
How does this generation differ actually from older generations and maybe even their approach to debt?
I think that they're more used to credit cards. They're definitely more used to tap and go, tap and pay. And it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
much easier for them just to reach for a credit card because it's just easier in society now. I also think that their approach to debt isn't as filled with fear as it might have been with older generations. They feel like they are living their lives.
This is coupled also with my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Gen Z is actually comfortable with maybe living at home with parents and that sort of thing. And I even know my Gen Z kids, I had to make them go out and get a driver's license. They're like, well, we got Uber, we don't need to go and see friends. We could talk on the phone. What about the priorities when it comes to personal finance? What does that really say about them?
They are committed to living their lives. They have gotten used to a combination of tech and convenience.
Yeah.
And so it's the same thing that you just said in terms of not being pressed about getting a driver's license. They are not overly concerned with necessarily getting that first apartment or buying their first home. It's about convenience and being tech savvy. And if they have to stay at home for a couple of years, that's fine. They get their first apartment, they get their first credit card, and then they're able and they feel fine with using that credit card to continue on with their life.
They're getting the most out of the credit card. So let's talk some good with them at least. They know how to maximize the rewards. However, is that keeping a lot of them in deep debt because of that? Is that what you're saying?
I think that sometimes that is an excuse. They are maximizing rewards, travel points. Oh, when I use my card, I'm getting more travel points so I can travel this summer. So it's sort of like an excuse for the continued shopping and spending, but they definitely do maximize rewards and points.
Okay, so now we're not coming down on the Gen Zs and everything. It's more than likely, like us, I'm the Gen X, is that we probably scared them to death. You're just saying, you better do this, you better do this, better do this. And they're like, wait, hold on, your credit cards. Why do I need to worry about it? So we need to think of some strategies. What do you recommend that actually is going to help Generation Z, folks, actually help get their debt in and be able to use it effectively?
It has become so normalized just to pay for everything with credit.
Yeah.
And instead of just automatically reaching for that credit card, say, do I need to pay this with credit? Because with credit comes a high interest rate normally, especially with the credit cards that they're getting. And so just say, do I really need to spend this? Or if I am going to spend it, do I need to put it on a credit card and then spend the next 6 months paying it off?
Makes sense.
Also, just be really dedicated to paying down debt and understanding that it's really hard to get out of it and that the decisions that you make now in your 20s, early 30s can really follow you down the line.
I always say that chicken sandwich you're buying right now on credit card, you're going to be paying for it 5 years from now. So thank you so much, Jennifer. Great stuff. We'll have you back for more information. Check out Jennifer on businessinsider.com.